Hello, my name is Justin Adams and welcome to Jerry's Days. I'm still here, so setting is still different.
It's a class 4 apparition. It's okay, she seems peaceful. My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics at... That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack.
Ghostbusters 2016, is it good? Everyone's talking about it. It's got reasonable reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and then when you go on IMDb, it has like a 4.8. Everyone's just trying to kill this movie. They're trying to slaughter it. What do I think about it? Do I think it's just as bad as everyone else, or do I think it's good like the critics? I think it's whatever. It's literally whatever. And I saw this kind of twice. I had an interesting movie day where I saw multiple movies. I movie hopped, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I saw Ghostbusters practically twice in one day, in one sitting. So I got it all, and then it's been like a few days since, 2 days since I saw it, so I can finally grasp what I officially think about it. I've read other reviews, saw what other critics that I love and appreciate, saw what they thought about it, and now I talk to people that I know and love that love movies, saw what they thought about it, and now I can really just develop my own opinion. And my opinion is that the movie is whatever. It's just the biggest piece of whatever I've ever seen in my entire life. For something that, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I haven't been waiting for this remake too, because, you know, curiosity kills the cat, guys. Everyone gets curious when a movie gets bashed like this. You know, Fantastic Four is a great example, which I thought this was gonna be. This movie is not as bad as Fantastic Four. It is actually way better than that, but it's still a fucking mess, dude. It's the messiest movie I've seen all year. Maybe I've seen messier and I just am not thinking, but so far, like, this Ghostbusters, something that is as precious as Ghostbusters, this movie is really fucking messy, and it's something that I expected from a remake of Ghostbusters, you know, because studios just go in, I've read a lot of things on the behind the scenes of Ghostbusters, and did that hurt anything of the movie? Maybe a little bit, probably, because it's not, you know, all of the stuff that got released and all the backlash, it's not the movie's fault, you know. I would probably feel the same way even if the backlash didn't happen, because it's just the humor that, and it's surprising, because I love to laugh, guys. Believe it or not, I love to laugh. Like the Paul Feig, Judd Apatow, I especially love Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen's humor, but when it's done wrong, it's done wrong, and Seth Rogen has done it wrong with The Green Hornet, which was a movie which we didn't want that Seth Rogen improv style, which I remember when that movie came out, or when people were talking about it, everyone was on board. Everyone was like, or at least people, the things that I've read, everyone was just like, Seth Rogen's gonna do something different, this is really gonna change his career, but he didn't do anything different at all, and that's the major problem with The Green Hornet. And that's the major problem with Ghostbusters, is that Paul Feig did not do anything different. He treated Ghostbusters as if he did any other movie. And that's what I was worried about. You guys see my trailer reviews and anything when I'm talking about Ghostbusters. I'm not saying I hate it, I didn't want to see it because it's an all-female cast. I never would think that. I did say that I think that since Paul Feig is directing and he got his typical Melissa McCarthy crew, that this is just not going to be a Ghostbusters movie. It is just going to be a typical Paul Feig movie. And that's what it is. And do I like typical Paul Feig movies? Not really. I mean, like, I like Bridesmaids, like, a lot. I think that movie's good. But The Heat, I didn't really like that much because I just saw Melissa McCarthy going into the same character in each and every single one of her movies. And there's only one big person I love seeing fall on the ground, and that's Chris Farley. Melissa McCarthy, I love you, but you always fall on the ground. Even in Ghostbusters, she just falls on the fucking ground. Ghostbusters, the thing with the movie is, things that I was at least worried about was the chemistry between the girls. When I saw the trailer, I saw no chemistry between them. I saw just actresses pretending. And of course, I know that that's what they're doing, that's what their job is, but, me being a film lover, I need to, you really need to manipulate me into thinking that this is a different world. And seeing Ghostbusters, they did. I believe that these 4 women were friends in how they just had a good chemistry. Kristen Wiig, I always had faith in her. I love Kristen Wiig so much. Which, by the way, the opening scene of Ghostbusters, if you are a hater of the movie, like it or not, the opening scene is going to get you. It is going to grasp you right in, because it grasped me right in. I mean, it was shot so well, the lighting was good, everything about the opening scene was fucking awesome until you see the title, because it literally goes dun 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 dun. Everyone's ready, and it literally just says Ghostbusters, and then plain text Ghostbusters, and then let's start the movie. It's what the fuck? You guys didn't even throw a logo and have a little bit more fun with it. You guys just went, nope, it's just another Paul Feig movie. Anyways, and then we get introduced to Kate McKinnon's character, who Kate McKinnon in this movie is not good. And that was another thing that I was worried about. I thought Kate McKinnon in the trailers, she had no lines in the trailers. In any of the trailers, you never see her really talk or anything like that. You just see her do these weird facial expressions. And it had me thinking, maybe she's just one of those characters who doesn't really have lines. And yeah, that is kind of her character. She doesn't really get that much. But Kate McKinnon, I just feel like she can't really act. I feel like she is only in the SNL mode. Even in interviews, she is just always trying to one up, and she's always trying to be the center of attention. And I don't know if that's what it is or not. I'm not sure, but just seeing her, Kate McKinnon, there's always this ego thing. I feel it's the same thing whenever I see Cecily Strong, who is actually in Ghostbusters, and she's really funny in it. But whenever I see those two on SNL, I see them as, oh, we're definitely going to be the next big thing. Especially Kate McKinnon, I see her just being oh, everyone loves me already, I'm going to be good. And it's no, you got to work at it, or else you're going to end up all those other SNL cast members who just do nothing for the rest of their careers. And, I don't know, I think that she could have, she did have a lot of funny scenes, but there's just one scene where, I shouldn't say a lot, but she did have some funny scenes, funny moments. But there's this one scene which I was really oh my god, she's not that good, where she's dancing. She's just dancing around, just literally dancing around, and then she gets these 2 fire torches, and she's just dancing, and then fire happens. And just seeing her do it, I was just not laughing. I was this isn't funny, she's not funny. And then I can tell they did some editing with it, because she can't hold the entire scene by herself, and so they added this really awkward editing back and forth of Kristen Wiig watching her and kind of doing it with her, and you can kind of tell that maybe that was reshot, because it was kind of awkward just seeing Kate McKinnon dance by herself. But then there's this other dancing scene which is actually really funny. Those movies where it goes, the beginning, really, the opening scene's really fucking good, and then the movie starts and you're kind of uh-oh, this is getting a little worrisome. And then the movie gets going. Then we get introduced to Leslie Jones' character, who Leslie Jones is the best part about this movie, man. She is so good. She's so funny. And the saddest part about it is that I feel like they didn't give her enough. They didn't let her go, they just kept her on this leash the entire movie, which she's still that cute, I want to hang out and with Leslie Jones and stuff, and she's fucking hilarious. She's really, really funny. But, I just felt like they didn't let her go and do wacky things like the other 3. It felt like she didn't get enough the privilege or enough I don't know the word I'm looking for, but she just didn't get enough of it. It's really like Batman v Superman. Watching this movie, it reminds me of Batman v Superman to the T, because it just has these moments of okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. What's going on? This is good, this is good, this is good. What's happening? What are you guys doing? This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. Then what the fuck, man? And then, unfortunately, towards the end, it doesn't pick itself back up. Like, it's... Once it goes to... Which you've seen this in the trailer, so if you haven't, then I'm kind of going to spoil it for you, but when... The villain, by the way, is horrible, but when the villain gets... The bad ghost is inside of Chris Hemsworth, that's when the movie starts getting sour, because you can tell we're only doing this because Chris Hemsworth is now the villain. That's just giving more reasons to go and see the movie. But the scene which was in the trailer, which was all the scenes, like, the trailer does not give this movie any justice. Like, the jokes and the scenes in the trailers, they don't work because you need to see the movie in order to really, like, understand. And this movie's a fuck ton better than the trailers display them to be. Like, the scene where Melissa McCarthy, she gets possessed by the ghost. If they just didn't show that scene in the trailer, that would have been a genuinely fucking awesome scene. And even though they kind of killed it in the trailer, I still, when I watched that scene, I was like, wow, this is actually really, really well made and well choreographed. And until Leslie Jones gets her slap thing and screaming, like, I didn't like that scene, but I mean, I didn't like that part of the scene, but the overall scene was fantastic. And Andy Garcia, he's in this. He has a great line about Jaws. There are things to like about it, and the cameos, like them or love them, they are whatever. They're kind of okay. You can really tell that that they didn't really spend time on thinking about these cameos. They just kind of like threw them in. Maybe not on the Bill Murray one. You know, they kind of probably thought on that one more because trying to get Bill Murray in a movie is impossible, especially a Ghostbusters one. But all the other ones just kind of felt thrown in, and yeah, the villain sucks so hard. It is the worst villain I've seen in a movie in my entire life. No joke. It is just, I don't know if they did it for comedic purposes, but it just wasn't funny and it wasn't scary, and I didn't find him intimidating. And the technology, I'm not going to spoil it, but just the technology that the villain uses, and even the Ghostbusters use, it's super ridiculous, but then again, it's a movie, you just got to let it go. Out of 10, I will give this movie a 7.0 out of 10. I think that it's not bad, but then again, it's not something to ignore. Like, I feel like if you're curious enough, then go see it. And all the reviews that I've seen about this men hating in the movie, I can accept it, because after all the shit that these girls have been through, if they want to make fun of the stupid fanboys who are freaking out just because they're female Ghostbusters, then have them go at it. And they do actually have a lot of funny jabs at stupid dudes, and you know what, they deserve it, you know. And I really, really love that these four ladies didn't just make it like a girl power. Like, they actually were just Ghostbusters, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I loved. And you know what, when there's a Ghostbusters 2, I'm probably gonna go see it. Alright guys, that's what I think about Ghostbusters. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Yes.
Dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city. There are people out there that need our help. Holtzmann, you're a brilliant engineer. Erin, no one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. Did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Someone is creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity. And we might be the only ones who can stop it.
Holtzmann, come on.
The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat?
There's a bigger picture at hand here. These ghosts can possess the human form.
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, Ghost!
Ow, that's gonna leave a mark!
The